I finally figured it out after all of these years. One bird egg, one ring of sorcery, and an entire health potion. All of that is made into this combination right here, the perfect serum. All I need to do is inject it into this NPC, and the long wait is finally over. Here we go, boom! Oh, come, I got the concoction wrong. Oh, damn it. All right, never mind. Looks like it's gonna be a normal Mod Showcase Monday. Hello, Greebos, and welcome back to downloadable content. Sorry for the disappointment there. I tried. I really tried to bring you Blade and Sorcery 2 before the new year, but don't blame me. Blame the chickens, I guess. Anyway, it must be Monday because say it with me now. It's Mod Showcase Monday! And I have heard your cries. You guys have been asking for a mod list, a massive mod list, and I'm still working on that one. Okay, that's not this video. This video is all of the quality of life mods you have been asking for. So without further ado, here's your quality of life. Except if you're Gen Z, I mean, you're gonna have a terrible quality of life. Just blame the boomers. Our first mod is the literal definition of what this video is all about. It's called the Quality of Life menu by Bread. At the very top of the mod section of your book, you will find the Quality of Life menu. This has almost everything you need. If you want to get a portable item spawner, you have it. So you can go right in here, click on item book, and boom, right in front of you, huh? So imagine like you're playing a dungeon and you drop your sword, and which happens to me all the time, and you can't find it, boom. And you can get anything from this list. I don't need to show you how to spawn things. You can figure that out. And you can also delete the utilities when they're done so they're not floating in your world. Because remember, this is actually a physical thing. Like you could, in theory, grab this person and be like, nice, dude. You can even spawn your mirror. So if you want to quickly take off your clothes for whatever reason, you can do that. You can even spawn your travel map. You can spawn a wave book. Where did I just spawn that wave book? It's somewhere. You can enable secret items in Sandbox. I won't spoil that for you. There's a bunch of stuff here. Your creatures in Golem, you can kill them. You can get your crystals. So if something went wrong, like you could obviously use this to cheat, but if something went wrong, and like, oh, the Golem glitched or I lost the item, you can spawn it here. My most favorite thing about this one is in your inventory, you can store your weapons, but more importantly, you could disable the stupid inventory ball. So like right now where is it? It's on me somewhere. You see this thing? This is the bane of my existence. It should be yours too, but go right to the book, inventory disabler, enabled, and now you don't have to touch it. So there's a lot in here. Mess around with this one. It's literally the Quality of Life mod. Up next, we have more slots by Wully. So in the base game, you have one slot on each shoulder and your hips, and you're probably like, well, that sucks. I want to put something down there. You could do that. So with more slots downloaded and enabled, I can take this dagger and pretty much put it like in my mouth if I wanted to. Look, it's here, like on the mustache. Take it off. I could put it like anywhere you think there should be a holster, it'll be there, like right there. Well, it should have been here, but we'll talk about that one in a second. So store them wherever you want. You can technically store it on your person. So make sure you have your inventory disabled from the Quality of Life one, and you can quickly pull out a knife there. So this will enable you to go into your dungeons with more than just 4 slots, and you can put them wherever you want and make your own builds, especially if you're gonna make that Deadpool build. You can put your baby knife right there. Boom, baby knife. A very important mod. Go download it. Up next is actually a brand new Quality of Life mod. It's called Holder Physics by Retro Slayer 1997. And I don't know if you meant to say holder physics, but maybe it should be holster physics, but I'm not an English professor. So in your mod section, you'll have holders, perms, collision. So this one says holstered items. You want to make sure you have player holstered collision on too. So now check this out. I'm gonna spawn this shield. I'm gonna put that on my back. And we're going to try some weird stuff now. Where's my longsword? So now everything that I'm wearing is going to have full collision. So if you probably can't see this. Let me move the camera. I can now take my hand and hit it into the sword now, which you see how it's like right on there? It's more realistic feeling. So I can literally rest my hand on the hilt, which honestly, that actually feels really good. I literally cannot tell you how long I've been wanting to do this in this game. So that's cool, but there's so much more to play around with. Let's spawn a ranged enemy. Well, not that. Well, this ranged enemy should work. So shoot your fireball, and I'm going to turn around and block it with my shield. Well, he shot me in the butt first, but it should work. Hang on. If he hits me in the shield part, it should deflect it. Boom! Do you see that? That worked, which is so fun. And then, of course, you have like your normal collision. So we know about normal colliders. Now it's time to test why I wanted to show you guys this stuff in the first place. So with this here, I also have the more slots. So now I have this. So why wouldn't this work? I feel like this would actually work. Don't run. I need to know if this works. Do not baptize yourself. Stab. Oh, I'm devastated. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, and why wouldn't that work? Oh, dude, you, no, come on, man. I really wanted to see this. So that's upsetting. Maybe it's because that's not supposed to be a real, wait, did yours work then? This is cursed. Maybe if I put it here and then like jump on him, it'll work. Stab. Is it working? Am I stabbing him with the sword? Is it working? It's like kind of working. If it collides with something, it looks like it unsheaths itself. So there's probably some work that's gonna need to be accomplished on this mod. It sounds like it's more or less for using the shield on your back to block backwards arrows. But it also adds that level of immersion. So you can put this here, rest your hand on stuff. I guess you can't. That's really weird. At any rate, it's great for immersion, especially if you're going to be doing some of those like really nerdy cosplay stuff or making cringe videos like, I mean, who would make those cringe videos? Moving on, we have something in the combat realm. It's BossaNova's melee dueling bots by BossaNova. This is literally becoming like one of my all-time favorite mods because it is really adapting the AI. Check this out. So this well, hey, you're not who I thought you were. Can you just rest for a little bit? I need a real person that is going to really melee. How about this goober? Perfect. She's the perfect person for this one. So she's going to attack faster. She's also using two-hand animations, which is another mod. I'll show you in a little bit. In fact, I can't show them that right. We need a new one. This is a higher tier enemy, so you're going to see that this guy's going to attack more often and faster. So you really have like very epic duels against these guys now. And that's why I'm loving this mod. So it keeps you on your toes. Well, not him. Moving on, we have the health modifier by neeshka. This is another essential mod, but in the mod section of your book, you will have player health options, NPC options, and weighted random. So your player health one, it's pretty obvious. Change it from default to custom and set yourself to whatever you like. 300 usually feels good for normal playthroughs, but do what you want. Then you have your NPC. These guys can go from 300 or 0, I should say, all the way to like boss mode 50,000. Just know that dismemberment usually will override all this stuff. So even if you set them to like 500 million health and you decap them, they're going to die instantly. But what I like to find in normal playthrough is also around 300 or 400 gives them a good amount of health. That way they don't just die randomly. And then you can change this from pure random to weighted default. So this one will affect here. So if you want them to be pure random, you could be like, okay, well, all these guys will have like random value. So it's all set to 0 right now. So change all this stuff so every single NPC can feel like they have different health. Basically, it's a great way to spice up your gameplay through, well, health modifiers. Moving on is a quick one, but I literally use it for every single video. It's called Spectator Cam Control by neeshka. This is essentially a PC-only mod, but it affects your camera that you could place. Yes, you could place a camera by pressing F3 on your keyboard. This enables me to override that one. So I can turn off a bunch of things and just say, instead of camera, I can say it's the free. So I can move it independently and you can still see me. This is different than the external camera. You'll notice that I can move my head and the camera doesn't move around. That's different from the external one, which let me show you that. Back in the player view, if I press the slow-mo button and the menu button at the same time, it goes into the external cam. Now you'll notice this is head mounted. So if I move my head, it changes the camera. It's basically where I'm looking. This is what I use for those like quick shots, but you know, you don't want to disorient people. I figured you guys might want to know about that one. Moving on, we have half sorting by neeshka. For those of you that don't understand or know what half sorting is, basically, rather than grab the hilt or the pommel of things, half sorting enables you to grab pretty much anywhere on the blade. For some reason, this isn't a default option in Blade and Sorcery. And you're probably thinking, Drifter, what are you talking about? I can grab whatever I want. That's wrong, actually. Well, it's mildly right. Hang on. See, Blade and Sorcery does let you grab the stuff, but it's unwieldy. Versus neeshka's mod enables you to actually wield the weapon while doing this one, enabling you to slide your hands in other positions. So why would you want to do this one? Well, let me show you, and not with the longsword. This here is the great sword, not you get in the game. So let's spawn a goober here. Now, most of you will be swinging it like this one, right? But instead, you can actually half sword it and go like, knock him under the chin, move this around, go for those like cooler swings. So this really enhances the combat. You could also go like this and be like, whoa, boom, and do like your, I don't know, whatever you're going to do. You could do it now. Half sorting is an extremely important feature, and it is necessary for playthroughs. Moving on is a mod for the cringe role player inside of you. It's Player Lip Sync by HuJohner. Have you noticed that when I talk to you, my mouth moves like a puppet? That's because of HuJohner's mod. So if you open this one, you're gonna find Player Lip Sync is this guy right here. You have a couple options, but inside animation, you have look at Spectator. So that will enable you to look directly at the camera, but if you turn it off, character's eyes will just point ahead. So if you're looking to do like weird role play stuff, turn this option off. That way your guy's not always just staring at the camera. And this is when I turn it back on. Do you notice the difference? See how I just look directly at you? Huh? It's not eye tracking. It's mods. Then you have your audio input device. So right now I have it set to my index, and you can change your multiplier and all that fun stuff and whatnot. Finally is your noise. Now this is really a fun option. It's hidden. Most players don't use it, but you could turn on enemies can hear players. So when you're doing your dungeon, if you turn this on and you're like mouth breathing into the mic, or if you want to talk to them, be like, hey doofus, and use your voice to lure them over, you can. So if not for the role player, do it for the dungeons. Up next is one of my absolute favorite mods. It's called Dropkick by Colyahh. And basically, here's what it does. You know how when you're playing the game and you want to kick, you go kick, and depending on which direction you're looking at, is going to control your foot. Did you know that? If you look to the left and then kick, you'll go your left leg, and if you're kind of looking to the right, it is your right leg. Bet you didn't know that. But what if you want to do that jumping two-footed kick? Well, if you run, jump, and then kick while holding the jump button forward, you will do a two-footed kick. So it's excellent. Here's what that kind of looks like. Boom! Oh my God, I forgot I had a skill on. Well, as you see, it pairs with skills. We'll just turn those off quickly. It looks way more fun when you're not using skills. You just do a two-footed kick like that, more realistic settings. But if you mix this with other mods, you could do a two-footed kick and then a backflip off of them. I don't have the backflip installed right now, but I just want to let you know there's options. Moving on, we have X-ray kill cams by the secret modder man that escaped, mind you. So this mod actually, it's public, but you can only find it in my Discord under Drifter Secret Mods. There's a whole lore to that, but just don't worry. Just go get it there. Join the Discord, go to enable all channels, and get Drifter Secret Mods. Anyway, let me show you how it works. This actually does a couple of things, from enhancing your Mortal Kombat style, as well as doing like bullet cams. It's one of my favorite mods, honestly. So let's get this volunteer right here. You'll notice that, you can't see their skeleton. What this does is localized X-ray damage. So if you were to go into hyperfocus, which is what it's set to default as, I'll show you the options in the book. If you go into hyperfocus and then get a kill with it, I said get a kill with it. I don't want to see eyeballs. I want to see what I'm looking for. Okay, well this guy's being obnoxious. Just get that eyeball off there. Don't pay attention to that. Here's what it will do now. So the X-ray kill cam right on him, hyperfocus, and then stab. You see how you see that localized skeleton in the head? That's because we stabbed him there and he took fatal damage. So if you were to go into the right here and do fatal damage in a different spot, you'll get the X-ray kill cam when you get it. Like that one. So good. But in your book, it's going to be called Mortal Kombat X-ray, which is kind of where we took it from. And you can change what requires. So I have it set to require hyperfocus to that one. You could disable that one so it happens anytime that there is technically fatal damage. So if I was like, hey, what's up? Oh, I hit your ear. I'm sorry. Fatal damage. There you go. You can kind of see it. So if you just want to see it all the time, or if you want to see it with normal slow motion, this guy's in normal slow motion, you can still trigger it. So it's up to you what you think is the best. Now, the next option is, well, the bullet cam that follows projectile-based stuff. This one is going to basically require you to use hyperfocus. I mean, you could try to fake it this way, but here, basically hold it back, go into hyperfocus, and then when you fire, it will track the projectile-based arrow, and you'll get those cool kill cams. Just know it does moderately affect the physics, so you'll notice that when I go into it and it pulls it back just a tad bit. So keep that in mind. You have to aim slightly different. But when you finally get that hit, it's going to look so cool. Fuck. Up next, we have our building mod, also by the secret mod man that escaped. Also, same rules as last time. Just join my Discord and you'll get it that way. In the utility section of your book, you will find the welding wand. This can pretty much weld anything to anything, and it's persistent. So you could build things all over your player island and it will save. I recommend using the max items or max weapons on your home. I forgot the name of it. It's not in this video, but find it. But anyway, let's say I have like these greaves. I'm like, you know what? These greaves would look really good on this wall. So you can just kind of like weld it to the wall. And you're like, yeah, boom. Keep in mind, this is working for things that are items, not creatures. I know what you gremlins are thinking. You're like, Drifter, can I remove someone's hand and glue it to the wall? You can, but it won't save. So I guess you can make do by using this like scientific skull So we can say, hey, scientific skull, I'm going to put you right here. Just kind of glue you there. Glue. Get glued. Why are you being obnoxious, skull? Just get glued. And there we have it. Perfectly glued. So I guess, you know, do with this as you will. It's also a weapon that you can do weapon stuff to things. So just keep that in mind. You know, I don't know what you're going to do with it. Can you make a superior weapon? Probably. Like if I took these two axes, I could probably weld them together. I just need to make sure that I don't weld them to something else. So let's just go, boom, weld to that one. Now, superior weapon, damn it, I glued it to the wood. That's okay. If that happens, you can just kind of like smack stuff and unweld it. So I guess not all hope is lost. But you know what I haven't tried yet, which is crazy? Can we make like a super fatal sword thing? Like if I glued this to the wall here, I know you can't stand on it. Trust me, I've already done that. Although I haven't done it with the new collision. It mildly works, but don't do that. Anyway, so if I took this goober, hello, you see that sword there? Can you test something for me? I just need to know if this works. And man, that kind of works. Whoa. Okay. Up next we have Extra Sparks by Uruzz. So this one is more or less noticeable. I guess it depends on you, the player. But you see how those like sparks just like flew around? So that's what the Extra Sparks is doing. And people always ask me all the time, like, Drifter, what are those sparks I see in your videos? This is the mod. It's called Extra Sparks. It looks pretty cool, right? Say it looks cool. She's not saying anything. Moving on is Instant Slow-Mo by Jenix. Have you ever noticed that there's a minor input delay when you go into slow motion? Well, not with this mod. The moment I press slow motion, I enter said slow motion. I don't know why this isn't a thing, but for all of you that like to play with slow motion, well, this is it. It's essential. I can't play without it anymore. It's annoying. Sorry you had to see that, but it's just the slow motion thing. It just bothers me. Moving on is another mod I know you guys will absolutely love, but it is the Golem Spawner by RaveLizard. In your book, you will see your Golem Spawner. This does a lot of stuff. You can spawn your Golem, obviously. If you just click that one at first, though, you're going to get a generic Golem. So we can make it a friendly Golem, and we can change the size of him. So let's say we'll make him, I don't know, half the size. And let's spawn the friendly Golem. Look at how friendly he is. Oh, he's so friendly. What's up, dude? Can I make a friendly Hector fight? No, probably not. Anyway, so let's spawn some angry enemies. 1, 2, 3. One's a chicken. But now I have a friendly Hector that just almost mutilated the chicken man. Dodge that fireball. So he should fight the enemies. Maybe not directly because he's Hector. Hector, can you stop sucking at this and like really help me out? Dodge the fireball. What if I held her and then like made Hector just like beat the crap out of her? All right, Hector, this should be easy for you. Just go ahead and smash her. Oh, that's my fault. I smashed her up by myself. Well, anyway, instead of that, let's just... I'm sorry, Hector, I have to do this to you. I'm going to select Kill All Golems. I know, very sad, anime, top 10 betrayal, is what it is. I don't think that they can actually fight each other, but I'm willing to try. Let's make them as small as possible. We're going to spawn a friendly Golem, then turn it off, and then spawn another Golem. So this one's not friendly. I should have changed his speed. He's very not fast. Well, okay, that's a big rock for such a little guy. Oh my god, he hurt himself. That is crazy. Let's just... I'm sorry, it just has to happen. I know what you guys want to see. You want to see an enormous Hector. That's fine. I'm going to make him as big as I can. And I'm going to change his walk speed just a tiny bit. You'll also notice that I've flown over here over the ocean because this is going to be... He's going to be nuts. Yeah, he didn't even spawn properly because I was too high. Let's just delete him from existence. I'm sorry. Oh, I should have thought about this sooner! Moving on is Kill Counter by Bread. Now, you could technically cheat to make this happen, but please don't. That's obnoxious. In this mod section of your book, you're going to find your kill counter, or at least that's what it's called. There it is. There's different options. So you can set it to game instance, global, or save file kills, and you could change where it is. But right now, I'll set this one to game instance, so we can say just from this mod showcase alone, we have 24 enemies that have been felled by various outcomes. Why are you so tall? 25 enemies! Overall, it's a really simple mod, but I love it. It keeps track of everything. Anything that dies, it's a creature, it'll save to your kill count. Game instance, save file, or global kills, which I think is really cool. Global kills are all of your save files together, so if you have multiple characters, like a sandbox, crystal hunt, it'll get all of them together. So it's really cool to see how many you've killed in your whole career. But just know that if you delete your player save file, you will delete all memory of your wrongdoings. Wink. Up next is Two-Handed NPCs by Palpatine. So let's head over to the arena. Now these enemies can spawn in Crystal Hunt, they can spawn in your sandbox and in your dungeon runs, but it's easier to kind of find them this way. If I keep scrolling, I'm going to eventually find them. Hey, why aren't you spawning? They're being obnoxious. Okay, I'm going to manually spawn them. Do you have a two-handed sword or are you disqualified? Do you want this one? Why would you walk into the blade? Okay, well, we need someone that's not going to be stupid, please. Here we go. You see how that guy just flourished and everything? So they have custom animations. It could be a little wonky when you're doing this one, depending, but I think that's what Blade and Sorcery is all about at this point. It's just weird half jank, but it doesn't matter. You can have some cool duels this way. It's fun to see. It spices up the gameplay a lot. Moving on is Lift Anywhere by Pipe Hop. So normally when you're playing, you can only lift them from the neck, which gets like a little obnoxious. This one is Lift Anywhere. You could literally lift them from any part of the body, the top of the head, the shoulders with one hand. If you want to pick them up from the ankle and have like be stronger, you could do some pretty questionable stuff to them, but this is, oh my God. This is one of my favorite mods too, because being able to pick them up like I'm Broly with one hand and be like, I'm sorry, Kakarot. You need this one. I don't know why this isn't like a skill to unlock in the game, but whatever. Moving on is the NPC spawner by Talion. This is a spell mod, but it's right here. The NPC spawner. You have your default, which is white. This spawn's just a dummy. While holding it and then doing the grip will change it. Red is an enemy, so that's going to be an enemy. And doing it one more time will spawn a friendly. A friendly will fight for you tooth and nail. And they won't lose. They might lose. It's okay, sir. They might lose. I'm going to borrow this one. Oh, it's your ring. Hold that. So the NPC spawner spell, I have things where you can set it to random. You can pretty much spawn anything you have installed, which I think is cool. Even the player, like I could be like, Shadow Clone Jutsu. Like, that's me. That's me. He's dressed exactly like me. This is kind of tripping me out right now. So the NPC spawner spell is like literally one of my favorite things out there. You could make enemies when there were no enemies, bring them into your dungeons, make more, do some cringy roleplay, and you guys know how much I love cringy roleplay. Up next is Better Body Collision by HuJohner. So this one is actually a little... It's hard to use. I'm not going to lie to you. So yeah, I have left arm collision on and right arm collision on. So what that means is if an enemy attacks me, I can block it actually with my forearms. So if I have like that enabled, I can be like, block, block. That's fun, but sometimes grabbing enemies can be a little bit weird. The reason why I keep this on is head collision. Have you guys ever wanted to headbutt an enemy? Well, that's me again. Oh, that's going to be a little bit weird. But have you ever wanted to headbutt an enemy? Now you can. Literally, be very careful with this one. Don't fling your head like you're stupid. Two things will happen. You'll throw your headset off your face, or you're literally going to bash your face into something physical. But go like this one right here, and literally you just go, boom. Boom! You could finally headbutt. So if you're one of those like savages, you just always wanted to do this in Blade and Sorcery, well, now you can. Moving on is a pretty cool mod. It's called No Corpses by Pilot. In the mod section of your book, it's actually listed as no bodies, so you want to make sure it's first turned on. There's color intensity, there's the actual color, and you can despawn holstered items, which you could turn that on. So if an enemy had a holster item and they died with it, they will disappear. So here's what that looks like. So this is a person, kind of, not a real person, YouTube. This is just a normal goober. And let's say that like, hey, I'm a normal goober. Nah, you're still alive? Don't worry. Boom! No corpses. Gone. She instantly deleted herself. She shouldn't have instantly deleted. Hang on a second. Yeah. He's still alive. Stab. There we go. See how it like sucked them up? That's what the mod does. So I'm gonna increase the duration of it. And also the thickness. Oh my God, is that the Predator? Well, anyway, quick stab on the Predator, red, and he slowly is gone. It's just, I love this mod. Just seeing them slowly just go is so fun. I don't know what it is. There's like other, like when you're playing as different characters, I guess you would want to do this one. Like I'm absorbing their soul. It's cool. It's really cool. And you can customize it. So have fun with No More Corpses. Our final quality of life mod to take a look at today is called the Blade of Sorcery by Talion. In the mod section of your book, you can customize this one. There's different colors to be had, and there's different controls. You can change the controls to whatever you want, but there's two different hand poses. But anyway, my right hand, while doing it and then doing grip, is currently set to the Shield of Sorcery. And then on my left hand, if I replicate the same thing, that one's set to the Sword of Sorcery. They also are physical items that despawn over time, so in theory, an enemy could use those. But now if I want to do my right hand, I can hold this one and then do the Alt-Use button and spawn different versions. Or I can dual wield. You see that? So if you don't have a weapon, you're probably like, why is this quality of life? Because, okay, it's quality of life. If you don't have a damn weapon, you could spawn one. They're also extremely powerful blades. They're like almost laser swords, which I prefer. Come here. I'm gonna mess you up, even though you're a dueling bot. Stab, no corpses. So yeah, if you just want something that looks really cool, or if you want a weapon that you can basically bring everywhere, this is where it's at. It's very cool, and you can change the color. So, what else more do you want? Seriously, what else do you want, Rock the Nerd? Well, my friends, that is it for this week's Mod Showcase Monday. I hope you had a ton of fun, and remember, get all these mods linked in the description section down below. Most of them are Nexus mods. Some could be in the built-in mod manager. I don't use that thing. That thing is cursed. Okay, it's only made for the Nomad Goobers, so don't even. If you're on PC, don't even use that thing. All right? I'm looking right at you, Thomas. Don't use it. What's wrong with you? Anyway, if you're new, subscribe. It's free to do so. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment. But other than that, I have been Drifter, your friendly PC goober, and I will see you next time. Can you stop making chicken noises through the entire outro?